I think this is going to be a very Libra rising answer, but why astrology? Because it's relational.
I don't really have any power, sway, or influence, but I can look at the world around me and go, we knew this was going to happen.
At least we get to be right.
Yes. Nothing else.
We're all gonna die, but we're gonna die knowing. I'm just kidding. We're not all gonna die.
I mean, we will. That's the whole thing.
I thought that was a liability, and so I thought, okay, well, I guess Jesus is a liability then, and I kind of smart mouthed them, and they asked me to leave. Churches are, they can be really toxic places, and I now have a lot of skepticism toward the institutional church. I can go do like a 3-year degree study. It's called a Master's of Divinity, and it was such a relief to feel so engulfed and overwhelmed by the size and the distance of the stars and the cosmos. And I think I really felt the presence of divine love in those moments. Like, do they even know what water is? But I think, we have a real love problem in our culture. And I think it was something that I was chasing for a very long time. I think love is very important. I think it's shifted now that I've been on a journey of self-love and feeling connected, or like feeling the divine love through and in myself. And it was completely life-saving and life-changing. And part of 12-step is acknowledging a higher power. Union is known as probably one of the most progressive seminaries in the world. It's really interesting. One of them, Dietrich Bonhoeffer, actually got pissed. He was like, we're a bunch of armchair theologians and the Holocaust is happening. And they made a movie about this, or like based on this. He went back to Germany and was involved in a plot to kill Hitler. He was like, it is my Christian duty to assassinate this man.
Lasted 2 weeks.
Wow.
That was it. Well, it's this long story. I was in Israel. I met this guy who it wasn't a dating thing, but he was like so cool. It was a Hasidic, and he was like, I like just left my entire life to, move to Israel and go to yeshiva and study Torah. And I drink, and we just drink and dance and study Torah. And I'm like, that is so amazing. And he had just finished his master's degree from the New School and did this whole thing on Duchamp. And I was like, this guy is like the coolest. Like, I want to be like him.
Well, and that's in fact what keeps a lot of people in toxic religious traditions. Hashtag American evangelicalism. Wow, I just really, I don't do well when other people are like telling me what to do, because I have really strong opinions about that. And for the most part, I think people don't make very good rules. And I really think there are like no coincidences at this point. I really believe we are led, or at least I feel really led, because I don't know how I ended up doing half of the shit that I do. I was like, oh shit, this could be like really related to the story of the Magi. And it just like, I just had this huge like connection of, oh my God, the church emerged out of the Hellenistic tradition. Everyone spoke the language of astrology. Like it was. And so here we have this story of a child born in a manger who is said to be God. There was a sign. There was a cosmic sign that that God was being born into the world. I mean, Christianity in some ways is a response to Stoicism in some of the way that like the tradition came about of saying like, yeah, there are these conditions, there are these fallen conditions and exalted conditions in the world, and we can behave in ways that lift people fallen, how can you show up for people who are, you know, systemically treated in the same ways, or who are experiencing some sort of systemic marginalization in the world. I think that there can be a different way, because I don't think Aries is a sign of violence. I think Aries is a
Mhm.
sign of autonomy. It's a real smorgasbord around here of wonderful astrologers, and everyone has kind of a, you know, a different flavor, which is neat too. But I feel like we have a really lovely sense of community